Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were three, the story is called. God's people stopped loving God, and they turned away and disobeyed God's laws and all that. God was angry, so God let the Babylonian army come to Jerusalem, destroy Jerusalem, and take many of the Israelites from Judah, from Jerusalem, back to Babylon to live. And so they went there. Now in Babylon, the king made a huge statue, and he proclaimed a law. Whenever the people heard music come from that statue, they should bow down and worship that statue. And so music came from the statue, and the people bowed down and worshipped. But three men would not obey this proclamation, this law. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They said, we will worship only the Lord our God, and we love God. But the punishment is to be cast into the fire. We don't care. We would rather burn. We think God can rescue us from the fire, but even if he doesn't, we prefer to burn rather than worship your false god. So the king was furious, and the king said, make the fire 7 times hotter than it was, and tie them up and throw them into the fire. So they did this, threw them in, but the men were not harmed, and their hair wasn't harmed, their clothing was not harmed. They were totally unharmed by the fire. And when the king looked in, he saw them walking around inside the furnace. And he saw a fourth one too, who might have been one of God's people. Angel? Maybe? So the king was impressed. He said, bring them out of the fire. Their God is a great God. They are not burned at all.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Number 1. What did God do to Jerusalem when many people stopped loving him? Number 2. Where were God's people taken? Number 3. What did the king of Babylon tell the people to do? Number 4. Who did not bow down to the statue? Number 5. Why did they not bow down to the statue? Number 6. What did the 3 men say to the angry king? Number 7. What did the king tell his soldiers to do? Number 8. What did the king see in the fire? Number 9. What did the 3 men do?